Hey guys, this is Anastasia Autumnfire, and this is my first video in the process videos for making my apple crate into a shrine for the goddess Hecate. So the first thing I wanted to do, since I'm making the shrine from the bottom up, I wanted to make a smudging incense of sorts to cleanse and clear out any previous energy that's been placed on the apple crate itself, as well as an honoring incense for the goddess Hecate, and kind of not only use the incense as an honoring tool for her, and also use it in the crate, which you'll see at a later date, but use that honoring incense in conjunction with the cleansing and protection incense, so that not only am I cleansing the crate and getting that kind of zeroed out, but I'm also putting the influence of Hecate into the crate itself while I'm clearing away the old negativity, if that makes sense. I also wanted to make an oil so I could consecrate the apple crate once I was done smudging it and cleansing it. So tonight I'm going to do the cleansing, and then tomorrow I will do the consecration. So first I needed to make a smudging incense, which is what you have here. This is actually an incense blend that I made. I'm calling it elemental smudging, basically, because what I've done is taken a resin or an herb for each of the 4 elements. For earth, I have sage. For air, I have frankincense. For fire, I have dragon's blood. And then for water, I have sandalwood. So I'm joining those 4 things together to cleanse, purify, and also create a protection on the crate, as it will be an altar ultimately. Then I made an incense blend for the goddess Hecate herself. In this blend I have 9 ingredients, the triple goddess tripled. So we have yew, willow, lavender, thyme, mugwort, cardamom, mint, and dandelion root. So the reason I chose those 9 are because they all have significance to Hecate. I got that information from various websites, as well as a couple of books that I own. Dandelion root, I've seen dandelion referenced, and dandelion root is used for divination, which I very much tie to Hecate. So even though it doesn't say, oh, and myrrh, I forgot myrrh. Sorry, it was written kind of small on my notes. So yew, willow, lavender, thyme, mugwort, cardamom, mint, dandelion root, and myrrh. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, in the references, they said dandelion is sacred to her. I connected to dandelion root, especially since it's a divination herb. I liked that connection. And all the other items, just not only did I read about them, but I did feel a connection when working with them in conjunction to her. So I've got that made. With that blend, I did make a consecration oil. This is actually, the oil base is an almond oil, which is also a connector to Hecate. But it actually is an oil that I made last Lunasa. Lunasa was a blue moon And the blue moon encompasses all aspects of the goddess, maiden, mother, and crone. Hecate is a triple goddess, so I liked that, as well as she is seen as a moon goddess as well in her own right. So I liked using the blue moon oil for that. So I used that as a base, and then I put some sprinkling in of this incense, and I'm going to let that sit overnight. And then tomorrow I will use it to consecrate the cleansed and purified applique. So, what I wanted to show you on camera, now that I've explained all of that, is just the combining of the offering incense with the 4 elemental cleansing blend that I made. The reason I chose 4 elements as opposed to all 5 is because when I have a 9 herb blend, which is usually what I work with, especially for honoring incense, to add 4 more brings us to the magical number of 13, which I definitely tie in with the goddess, especially Hecate. I've actually seen on a lot of her references that 13 is a magical number for her as well. But anytime I'm working with a goddess of any kind, I definitely tie 13 in. So I liked the idea of having my 9 herbal blend as I normally have, and then adding 4 elemental smudging ingredients to bring us to that number. So I'm going to I'm going to start with the offering incense by maiden, by mother, by crone. Then we have the elemental smudge by maiden, by mother, by crone. And as I blend them together, I'm thinking of cleansing. I'm thinking of clearing away any negativity, releasing and banishing it from the crate, from this environment, from the blend itself. I'm also thinking of Hecate, how she has come to me, how I've read and researched her, things that I have learned from her and also about her. Just keeping my mind on those types of things, on cleansing and purification, and the goddess that this is intended for. All right. All right, and it is as simple as that. So I've got, this is the incense that I will use to smudge and cleanse the apple crate itself. I'm also going to keep a bit of it in any of the tools that I put into the crate once it's done. Any sort of incense burner, any candles, any I have a little box that's in the shape of a bat, things like that. All of that will also be smudged and cleansed with the same incense blend. So I wanted to share with you guys this basic part. I'm not going to share with you my actual smudging, just because there are words that are said with it, and it is a bit of a ritual with me, and I do want to keep that kind of private. But I thought I could definitely share with you guys the blend that I'm making to do that. So I hope you liked this video. I hope that was somewhat informational. Sorry if it was kind of a okay and then type of a deal where it really didn't need to be shown. But I do want to show as much as I can of this process, being that it's my first go and it seems to just gel with me so much. So I hope you liked it. I hope it made sense, all that fun stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, as always. I love interacting and being able to chat and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.